What's up, guys? This video is part of our introduction class for the intro course at E-FLO, and we are discussing proper socialization. You'll hear more detailed explanation at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. So then you got to constantly overcompensate, and it's just a headache to do. But we'll do this with your dogs today. That's what's going to be happening. It's part of it. It's how we proof. Day one, we're having people try to pull your dog away from you. I'm physically touching your dog, trying to get your dog to look at me versus you. We start to already begin that other people are going to talk to you, other people are going to interact with you, but your job is to stay focused on me. So we're raising the puppy. This is the best part about this, all right? How many of you, again, by show of hands, have kids? Did you guys encourage your kids to go talk to strangers when they were little? But when you have a puppy, it's very important that you take them everywhere and encourage them to talk and see who. Because they have to be socialized. Do you encourage your kids to go pet other people's dogs? But when you have a puppy, it's very important that you take your dog to play with other dogs. That way they don't become dog aggressive. The people who write these rules do not know what they're talking about. I've had people call me crying because they did everything that Google told them to do. And they went out and they socialized and socialized and socialized. And as the dog got older, they can't walk them down the street. Because once they see a dog or person, they have programmed the dog that they have to go say hi to who. And if they restrict them in any sort of way, the dog goes through an anxiety panic attack and starts flipping out, jumping up, screaming, barking, because their brain says, we are supposed to go say hi to them. What's wrong with you? And they're trying to go where? Socialization is just being able to go somewhere and not cause problems. So imagine that when you went to the grocery store, you had to go by and tell everybody like, hey, how are you? I'm here for bananas. Hey, I just want to let you know, milk's in aisle 3. Yep, hey, have you got any bread? Is there bread over here? You would never get to the grocery store. So we just need to go through and get out without causing problems or doing stuff. Does that make sense? Yeah, exactly. Yes, sir. All right, so you just watched a segment of a conversation that was taking place during the introduction of our intro course to E-FLO. And in this, we are discussing common topics that people ask questions about. Socialization and distractions. They're kind of one together or same together. Distractions are something that interrupts the dog's ability to work with you. Well, socialization can do that too, and some people have been told a lot of information out there, and just what I see, and I don't bring things to the table in conversation on social media or in my videos unless it's large. What I mean by that is there's a large belief system out there on a specific topic in a specific way. A lot of times I see people say that in order for you to socialize the dog, you have to take the dog around people and dogs all the time, not just take them around, but you have to take them to visit and interact and say hi to them and get them comfortable with people and get them comfortable with dogs. You know, that's why there's so many dog parks all over the place, or you see people taking their puppies out and just walking them around and getting them to say hi to people. They're afraid that they're going to develop behavior problems such as aggression or fear if they don't do this. I have a totally different opinion because everything else in our life is totally different. And what I mean by that is when it comes to dogs, sometimes people develop these mindsets or ideas that we do not apply anywhere else in the world. We only apply it to dogs. And so what I believe is that if you spend time taking your dog out and about and saying hi to people, you are developing a relationship with your dog where it consists of your dog going and interacting with other people, not you. If you spend time taking your dog out and about with other dogs, you're teaching your dog to go say hi to other dogs, not you. Now, I know that you're going to spend time with your dog, but again, it's circumstantial. So again, what that means is as long as there's no dogs and people around, people say everything's fine. Well, that's because you've developed that when there's no dogs and people around, it's okay for you to say hi to me and spend time with me. But the second we see somebody, because of all the interactions that people do with dogs and people, your dog starts to think that I only spend time with you when nobody else is around. And the second that I see a dog or person, my job is to go say hi to them. And sometimes it can stress the dog out because dogs will do whatever you condition them to do. So what that means is whatever you spend your most time doing, your dog will become very good at it. So if you say hi when you come home every single day, your dog will become very good at saying hi to you when you come home every day. If you get your dog really excited to go for a car ride, then your dog's going to be really good and really excited about going for a car ride. It's just the time invested. And a lot of times people invest a lot of time in areas that cause problems. I want you to think about relationships and how they're developed and problems that come from relationships. So let's talk about your kids. If you have kids and if you don't have kids, you've seen kids, met kids, and know people who have kids. Parents are very particular about the people they spend time with. What that means is there may even be arguments at home with a child and their parent because the kid wants to hang out with somebody that they think is really cool, but the parent has heard a lot of rumors and seen how that kid behaves and how that kid's parents interact with him. And they know that by influence alone, it could modify or affect their child's behavior. So they don't want their kid to do that. The same thing for relationships such as marriages. There's no way in the world that you would ever find me or see me encouraging my wife to go hang out and spend time with another man. Why? Because feelings can be developed and emotions can change all the time. So if you subject your dog to developing a relationship and interacting with people all the time, do not be upset that your dog wants to go say hi to people all the time and may even fight you over it whenever you're saying not to, especially if we don't teach that part. The other bad part about this is that it's really frowned upon to put control on puppies. So people always believe that the proper time to socialize the dog is as early as possible, which means that you're trying to socialize your dog generally in a sense where we would never tell your dog not to do something, or we would never correct your dog's behavior, not punish your dog, correct the dog's behavior for doing something we didn't want it to do. So even during the time that we're encouraged to develop relationships with all these other people and all these other dogs, we spend a lot of time just letting the puppy be a puppy because we're afraid that if we change the puppy's behavior, we might ruin the puppy or hurt the puppy from being too strict with the puppy. So again, these are mindsets that set people up for constant failure. These are mindsets that develop very strong dogs that do not listen to their owners.